Three will go through. The money's there. It's just the fact that.
You want a text?
3 booster boxes and 3 booster packs.
Which one do I want to top up?
Crazy.
Don't matter. I'll give you 2 anyway.
Be funny if you put a Jace out of everything, wouldn't it?
First pack on every box.
Well, we pulled the Chalice of the Void first pack.
I hadn't even got to the table.
Come on then. Let's.
Some proper value in this. Right, I'll set the camera up then.
Alright guys, so today we're going to open up 3 boxes of Modern Masters 25. We've also got 3 random packs just to see what the first booster box might give me out of the shop. So let's go for Jace. Can't beat a good Jace. Okay, looking at a nice foil already. So we've got a Ruthless Ripper, a Trumpet Blast for red. We have a Plummet for green, not a bad card. We have a Choking Tethers for blue. Oh, nice counter spell for blue as well. Nice Nihil Spellbomb. Nice Arbor Elf for any elf players out there. Nice Kindle. First white card, Dauntless Caver. Everybody's favourite black card, Relentless Rats, that's going in the deck. Jahil Mastit Polymass Mist for blue. Ordeal of Heloid. We've got a Brine Elemental, nice card. We have the Bident of Thassa, the legendary blue artifact. And we have a lovely Dusk Zealot, straight out of standard at the moment. And a lovely Spirit Token.
Yay.
Not a bad first pack, guys. So, we have a Diabolical Edict, a nice black card for any black players. Cinderstorm, the most common Masters card, Squadron Hawk. We have a Nezumi Cutthroat, a Rat Warrior. We have a Horseshoe Crab. We have an Ambassador Oak. We have, a Phantasmal Bear. We have a Death Head Buzzard. We have a Colossal Dreadmore. A Skeleton Eyes. A Broodhatch Nakatatu from an very old set of Druid. A Simian Spirit Guide, nice card for standard. We have a Rancor. And we have our first mythic, the Imperial Recruiter.
That's about 50 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds.
And a beautiful card, a Nettle Sentinel for any elf player out there. You can know, everybody knows what that is. And a lovely Goblin token that's going to go into my Modern Goblin deck.
You've paid for the first 3 packs already. There's that one card.
Oh. So, let's go for pack number 3 out of the random shop box. We have the Horror of the Broken Land, straight out of standard. We have the Pryhound. We have Active Heroism. We have Echoing Courage. We have Dragon's Eye Savants. We have Epic Confrontation. We have Fencing Ace, a very old card. We have Woolly Loxodon. We have Twisted Abomination. Haven't seen that for a while. Jackal Pup. First multicolour card, Blightning. We have an Eerie Shaman. We have an Ubis Protector.
Ooh.
And we have a Rat Catcher, so anybody wants a rat deck, nice good start to your rat deck. And then we have our Foil Plummet, and we have our Morph card for any drafting that goes on.
Very nice. Come on, Pete. First pack. Come on.
So, we're now on to box number 1 of the extravagant purchase. You see that?
Oh, I won't know. There you go.
Okay. So, let's open up a Jace and let's get a Jace. So, Mog Flunkies, not a bad red card. We have a Launch Mantle, another Horror of the Broken Lands. We have a Presence Gond. We have a Shoreline Ranger, haven't seen that for a while. A Total Loss, and self-assembly. We have another Arbor Elf. We have Chandra's Outrage. We have another Spell Bomb. We have our first land, which is a Mishra's Factory.
Nice.
We have a Fierce Empath. We have a Pyroclasm and a lovely Rest in Peace. So nice rare there. And a Foil Geist, so a Foil Spirit token. And a lovely 4/4 Angel token.
Ooh. Should we get with your rubbish, please?
Oh, I'll just put it behind the box for now.
Okay.
We have
Shift them across, Pete, so they can see them. There
we
we
have a Crimson Mage,
go. Nice.
our second Squadron Hawk. We have a Ruthless Ripper. We have a lovely Red Trumpet Blast. A Kavu Climber. Our first Coral Helm Guide. A
Just going to have it, Pete. Right, there you go. That's perfect.
lovely Giant Growth. We have a Wild Heart Invoker. We have a Man-O-War Jellyfish. We have a Path of Peace. We have a second multicoloured card, so we have Pillory of Sleeplessness. We have our Perilous Myr. We have our Sigh of Shimian. And we have Akuma's Vengeance.
Yeah.
And we have Dirge of the Dread
Nice.
with a second Goblin token.
There you go.
So pack number 3, we have an Unearth, we have a Cinderstorm, another Mantle, our first Ionic Survivalist, lovely Great Legacy card, obviously not modern legal, Brainstorm, Uncaged Fury, our second Counterspell,
Nice.
another Spell Bomb, another Arbor Elf, we have a Kindle, we have a Congregate, we have a Polymist, second card, we have Freed from the Real, and we have, as featured on the box initial packs, we have the Sundering Titan, and a foil uncommon, the Eerie Shaman for red, and an alternative spirit token. No Jaces yet, guys, but hey ho,
We're working on it.
we're working on it. So, we have another Mug Flunkies. We have our first Lion. We have another Rat Warrior Cutthroat. We have an Ember Weaver. We have a Retraction Helix. We have another Kavar, the second Relentless Rats. We have an Epic Confrontation. Another Fencing Ace. And another Loxodon. Another Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide. Another Fiend Hunter. Our first Corona Zealot. And we have our first Thalia. So, nice card, especially if you want to run Legacy. And a lovely blue Mystic of the Hidden Wave foil. And another Spirit token.
Come on, please.
Our third Missouri Cutthroat, another Crimson Mage, our first Savannah of the Lions, a non-foil Dust Zegan and a Giant Growth, a non-foil Mystic of the Hidden Ways, our first Prism, lovely Dark Ritual, a Wild Heart Invoker, a Frenzied Goblin, a Valor in Akaros, our third multicoloured card, Quicksilver Dagger. We have another Zai of the Symbion, and we have as the rare, we have the Niv Mizzet, the Firebrand, the Legendary Dragon, multicoloured, and a foil Jackal Pup for afters.
It's hard to distinguish the commons from the uncommons.
Yeah. They took a lot of time doing the artwork on these. They've done it justice. So, we're on to our 4th pack out of this box. So we're on to a Cloud Shift.
There you
We have an Raiders, first one I've seen of this one. Another lovely Horseshoe Crab. Our Ambassador of the Oak. A Twisted Admiration. Oh, another Jackal Pup. We have our first Sift. We have a lovely artifact card, Primal Clay. We have Vessels of Nascani. We have a Skirt Commando Goblin. We have a Crossan Colossus. We have a Spike Shot Goblin. We have a Humble Defector. And we have a lovely Nicol Bolas, the original Elder Dragon.
Not worth a lot though, please.
And a lovely foil disenchant for anybody that likes to run white. And a skeletal token. Oh. So guys, just to round up so far what we've got, we've had 1 mythic out of the shop packs, and so far we haven't had any mythics out of this box, so fingers crossed, let's see what we get. We have a Trumpet Blast. We have a White Mane Lion. We have an Unearth. We have a Hordling Outburst. We have another Green Survivalist. We have a Horseshoe Crab. We have a Court Hussar. Nice assembly worker. We have our first Death's Head Buzzard. Another Skeletize. Our first Angelic Page. Another Brine Elemental. We have a Shadow Mage Infiltrator. And our rare for this pack is the Stratonic Resonator in artifacts, and we have a foil freed for the reel.
Ooh.
And a morph token for our tokens. Okay guys, pack number 5. So we have a Thresher Lizard. We have a Renewed Faith. We have a Returned Flanks. We have a Borden Horde. We have a Cultivate. We have another Horseshoe Crab. Another Dark Ritual. Another Path of Peace. We have a Lull. We have a Court Hussar. We have an Enthralling Victor. We have a lovely Pyroclasm. We have an Ordeal of Heloid. And our rare is a Ball Lightning for red. And we have a foil assembly worker, as well as a Kobold token. So we have a Renewed Faith, we have a Supernatural Stamina, we have an Act of Treason, we have an Oromancer, we have a Plummet, we have a Retraction Helix, we have a Cultivate, we have a Haunted Fenegrath. We have a Borrowing of 100,000 Arrows. We have a Geist of the Moors. We have a Blue Elemental Blast. We have a Corona Zillet. We have a Genju of the Falls. And our rare is a Magnus of the Wheel and a foil Pryhound with an insect token.
Mm.
Okay, guys, halfway through the box nearly. No, only on about pack number 8, so a bit jealous there. So we have a Loyal Sentry, we have a Vampire Lacerator, we have a Chartooth Cougar, we have a God's Willing, we have a Green Ember Weaver, another Retraction Helix, a Noble Templar, our third Worker, we have a Death's Head Buzzard, we have a Colossal Dreadmaw, we have a Broodhatch Nakantu, we have a Kava Predator, we have an Eerie Shaman, and our green rare is an Elvish Piper and a foil Chandler's Outrage with an elf token. Okay, so we have our playset of Cutthroats now. We have a Crimson Mage, a Savannah of Lions, a Dust Legion Zealot, an Elvish Aberration, our second Brainstorm, an Echoing Courage, a Skeletal Eyes, another Borrowing of 100,000 Arrows, we have a Geist of the Moors, we have an Undead Gladiator, we have a Human Cutthroat, we have an Impara of the Open Fist, and we have an Azora Lost But Seeking rare with a foil Zombify and an Angel token. So Azora's not bad.
Azusa's really good. Yeah.
So next pack we are onto a Squadron Hawk, we are onto a Ruthless Ripper, a Trumpet Blast, a Cloud Shift, a Kavu Climber, a Dragon's Eyes Savants, a Dark Ritual, a Colossal Dreadmaw, a Skeletal Eyes, a Fathom Seer, a Regrowth, a Goblin Wardrums, we have a Freed from the Real, and we have the Green Black Twilight Mire rare, and the Pillar of Sleepless with foil with a Spirit token. So next packs, guys, we are onto a Thresher Lizard, a Renewed Faith, a Returned Phalanx, a Bavu Horde, a Timber Pack Wolf, another Phantasmal Bear, a lovely Giant Growth, a Borrowing of 100,000 Arrows, our first Noble Templar, a Mano War, we have a Red Elemental Blast, we have a Sleeping Dragon, we have an Eerie Shaman,
Ooh,
and we have a Jace the Mind
Jace.
Sculptor. So the money card in this set, guys, we have just pulled the money card, the Jace the Mind Sculptor, and a Cultivate foil with a Morph.
£20.
Whoa! Yeah, you got to keep going now, Pete. Though. Can't
Yeah,
stop.
that's
there.
it, guys. That's it. We're done now. We're not doing the rest of the boxes.
No, the rest of the boxes. Yes, Pete said that he would donate the Jace the Mind Sculptor back to the shop. He didn't. He didn't.
As Pete leaves the shop. We have a Horror of the Broken Lands. We have a Pryhound. We have an Act of Heroism. We have a Dirge of the Dread. We have an Arcade Denial. We are onto our fourth Brainstorm, a Geist of the Moors. We have a lovely Assembly Worker, a Frenzied Goblin, a haunted xenograph, an ancient craving. We have a hedron grinder. We have a we have a Corsatic tar, and we hand a as our rare. We have a Pendle Haven legendary land, and we have a foil nickel bolas.
Oh, beautiful! What's that worth, Chaz? Foil.
And a skeleton token.
Wow. This box is getting better.
Yeah, you can't beat a good foil, can you?
You can't beat a good foil.
So next pack, guys. Looking at the box, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs left. So that's 9 packs left in this box, and that'll be then the box number 1 and a 5-minute rest for me.
We've got no time to rest, Pete.
Yeah, we have. We have a Knight of the Skyward Eye. We have a Dirge of the Dread. We have a Horde.
Jaces 80 quid.
A God's Willing.
Wow.
We have a Presence of Gond. We have a Mystic of the Hidden Way. We have a Fathom Seer. We have a lovely Colossal Dreadmill. A Disfigure. A Pillage. We have a Deadly Designs. We have the Crosson Tusker. We have a Fierce Ember Path. And our next mythic, guys, is an Armageddon.
Oh, lovely.
And a Diabolical Edict foil with an Elf Warrior.
There you go. I'll sort them, Pete. You carry on.
Okay, so 8 packs to go. We have a Cloud Shift. We have an Urg Raiders. We have a Thresher Lizard. We have a Kavu Climber. We have an Arcane Denial. We have a Blunt Hunted Bat. We have a Counterspell. We have a Griffin Protector.
25 for your Nicobolas.
25, okay.
We have a Nettle Sentinel. A lovely Relentless Rats again. We have another Tusker. Mark's favourite card coming up. We have another. We have a Ravenous Chewbacca. Unfortunately, it's a little bit bent on the corner. We have a Cavalry Predator, and we are on to our second Niv Missit the Firebrand, and we have an Ordeal of the Heloid, and our first Strang Twin token.
It looks like it's worth a lot more, that one card you just pulled in, the rare.
Yeah.
It's not worth a lot.
The Dragon. So, pack number 7 of the last 7 packs. We have Diabolical Edict. We have a Cinderstorm. We have a Squadron Hawk. We have a Plummet. We have a Choking Tethers. We have a Jackal Pup. We have a Sift. A Primal Clay. A Vessel Nascani. A Skirt Commando. Our first Curse Catcher with a Merfolk Looter straight behind it. We have a Quicksilver Dagger behind that, and our rare is the Hana's Ship Navigator and a foil Pacifism.
Nice.
With a Kobold of the Keep behind. So we have an Act of Treason, a Savannah Lions, a Dusk Legion Zealot, a Survivalist.
Yep.
We have a Mystic of the Hidden Way. We have a Ghost Ship, a Dauntless Cather, a Vessels of Nascathi,
Bit of wacko jacko outside.
a Twisted Abomination, a Chandler's Outrage, an Exclude, a Street Wraith, a Mirrored Landscape,
Nice.
and our rare is a Thuric the Unbold, and our foil is Presence of the Gond with a Wolf token. So 5 packs to go after this one, guys. We have a Return of the Flanks, a Soulbright Framekin, a Loyal Sentry, a Vampire Lacerator, an Elvish Aberration, an Arcane Denial, a Court Hussar, a Noble Templar, a Death's Head Buzzard, another Frenzied Goblin, a Zoltic Cavern, a Zombify.
Ooh,
Another-
that's worth more than a Jace, that is. Chip copper.
In certain people's eyes, a Ravenous Chewbacca, and our next mythic, a Posh Skyrider of Kerr, and a foil Supernatural Stamina, and our first insect token.
Lovely.
We have a Auramancer, a Supernatural Stamina, a Soulbright Framekin, an Ambassador Oak, an Accumulated Knowledge, another Relentless Rats, a Epic Confrontation, a Fencing Ace, a Woolly Loxodon,
Sorry, Pete.
a Twisted Abomination, a Balathanol, a Law Scale Colton, first snake that I've seen, a Myriad Landscape, and our rare for the pack is a Fetid Heath, black white land, and a foil Fathom Seer with a soldier token. So we have an Urg Raiders, a Holding Outburst, a Knight of the Skyward Eye, an Elvis Admiration, a Presence of the Gond, a Primal Clay, a Woolly Loxodon, a Jackal Pup. We have a Fencing Ace, a Phyrexian Ghoul, a Twisted Image. We have a Watchwolf, an Herbist Protector, and our foil, our rare, is a Flash, and a foil Arbor Elf is our foil with a Morph card. Last 3 packs, guys. I think we've had all the value out of this box. There can't be any more surprises yet.
There is. There's more. More.
We have a Cinderstorm, a Squadron Hawk, a Timberpack Wolf, a Coral Helm Guide, a Phyrexian Ghoul, a Ghost Ship, a Disenchanted, a Lull, a Murder, an Uncaged Fury, and Ishan Shade. We have a Browbeat, and we have a Nyx Fleece Ram,
We've
and
got the port.
we have a Rishton Port is our rare,
What was you saying, Pete, about no more value in the packs?
and we have a Total Loss foil and a Morph.
Yes.
We have a Savannah Lions, Dusk Zealot Legion, a Giant Growth, a Coral Helm Guide, an Uncaged Fury, a Counterspell, another Spell Bomb, another Arbor Elf, a Kindle, a Dauntless Cathar, a Heather Art Beast, a Treasure Keeper, a Caustic Tar, and our rare for the pack is a Loctus Champion with a foil plummet and a skeleton token.
Ooh.
So guys,
Last pack.
this brings us to the last pack of box number 1.
Come on, Pete. The second
Chalice of
Jace.
the Void.
The second Jace.
Okay, so let's. Mark is suggesting that we're going to have a broken box. We are going to another Cutthroat, a Crimson Mage, a Echoing Courage, a Choking Tethers, a Counterspell, a Griffin Protector, a Knitted Nestle Sentinel, a Relentless Rats, a Kindle, a Sift, our second Stang, a Swift Boots. We have a Invergorret, and our rare is a Coalition Relic and a foil Swift Boots, which actually looks pretty fantastic. And an Insect Token.
Ooh.
This is a good box then. Oh. Okay guys, we are now on box number 2. Done a bit of a pre-tidy up before we open up the box, so all the packaging's gone, but it is a standard one.
All the packs all over the place.
I blame Mark. Mark's made this box a mess.
Okay.
And here we go guys. Bit of a messy box, but pack number 1 of 24. We have a Loyal Sentry, a Vampire Lacerator, a Mug Flunky, a White Mane Lion, a Shoreline Ranger, a Survivalist, a Horseshoe Crab, a Haunted Fengraf, a Man-O-War, a Path of Peace, a Zotic Cavern, a Zombify, a Ravenous Chewbacca, and an Elvish Piper as our rare, and a Dust Legion Zealot with a Morph card as the token. Alright. They actually look quite nice. Seen the ultra flow sleeves?
Should we get some?
It's the unhinged ones, isn't it?
Unhinged or unstable? Unstable. Is it? Can't see.
We have a Ruthless Ripper, a Chartooth Cougar, an Act of Heroism, a Diabolical Edict, a Brainstorm, an Echoing Courage, an Assembly Worker, a Death's Head Buzzard, a Colossal Dreadmaw, a Skeletalize, a Brood Hatch Nakuntu, a Red Elemental Blast, a Browbeat Common, a Rick the Unbowed, and a fully foil Woolly Loxodon. We have a Ruthless Ripper, a Trumpet Blast, a Cloud Shift, an Urg Raiders, a Shoreline Ranger, a Presence of Gond, an Assembly Worker, a Death's Head Buzzard, Skeleton Eyes, a Haunted Fengrath, a Regrowth. We have a Goblin War Drums. We have a Freed for the Real, and our rare is a Blue Sun Zenith, and we have a foil rare Summoner's Pact and a Soldier. That foil Summoner's Pact will be a fortune.
Now check it out, Chase. Summoner's Pact.
You look what it does.
Search aloud for a green creature card, reveal it, put into your hand, then shuffle your library.
For 0 mana.
Yeah. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 2 plus 2 green. If you don't, you lose the game.
Very commonly used in elves. We have an Horror of the Broken Lands, a Trumpet Blast, a White Mane Lion, a Mystic of the Hidden Ways, a Timberpack Wolf, a Totally Lost, like Mark,
I am.
Self-Assembly, an Arbor Elf, a Chandra's Outrage, a spell bomb, our second Mishra's Factory, a fierce empath, we have a pyroclasm, and we have the Edian of the Great rare, and a foil Boris charm.
Ooh. Find it. Rubbish it off.
You'll probably find that foil Boris charm is quite expensive as well because it's used in
A lot of the foils,
modern burn.
A lot of the foils are quite expensive in this sector.
Well, modern burn uses Boris charm. Well, modern red white burn.
Yeah.
We have a Borden Horde. We have God's Willing, an Unearth, a Cinderstorm, a Coral Helm Guide, a Giant Growth, a Borrowing of the 100,000 Arrows, a Geist, Lovely Disfigure, a Pillage, a Deadly Designs. We have a Cross and Tusker, a Fierce Empath, and Trisdecaphobia is the rare, and a foil Nettle Sentinel with a awesome Goblin token. I love that token so much, guys. Just look at that. Foil one of them would be awesome.
Yeah, but your rare's a bit rubbish.
I know it's rubbish. I'm trying to make the good of the pack. That's some of the pack.
$28.67.
That's dollars, so but what, 20, 25 pounds?
About 15, 16.
No, not $28.
Next pack, guys, we have a Loyal Sentry, a Vampire Lacerator, a Choking Tethers, a Kavu Climber, a Sift,
15 quid.
a Primal Clay, a Vessel, a Skirt Commando, first Pacifism unfoil, a Phyrexian Ghoul, a Crossen Colossus, an Ordeal of the Hedian. We have a Murder of Crows, and we have, as a rare, we have the Vesuvian Shapeshifter, and a foil Crimson Mage with the Angel token.
We haven't had Phyrex in the Blixen.
No, not yet. That's a good card.
That's the one that's used in Grixis Death Shadows, isn't it?
Really nice
Phyrex and
card.
Obliterator.
It's ridiculous. You damage it, it damages you.
Yeah. So we're on pack number 7, guys. So Squadron Hawk, a Cutthroat, a Crimson Mage, an Arcane Denial, a Presence of Gond, the Ghost Ship. We have a Disenchant, a Law, a Murder, an Uncaged Fury, an Ishan Shade, a Browbeat. We have a Nyx Fleece Room, and we have the Rugged Prairie Dual Land as the rare, and a Retraction Helix foil as the foil, and a Spirit token. Yeah, like I was saying, the reason I like the MM14 better, Modern Masters, well, 2015 better, is it comes in card. The pack's all card. Have you seen that?
No.
The Modern Masters 2015 was all cardboard packets, and you literally ripped a tear seal off it, and the cards slid out, so you couldn't actually feel them or anything. They were solid packs of cardboard. I'll bring some in. I've got some at home.
Okay.
We've got the Horror of the Broken Lands. We have a Pryhound. We have an Arcane Denial. We have an Ember Weaver. We have an Epic Confrontation. We have a Skirt Commando. We have a Pacifism. A Murder. That'll happen at draft later. A Total Loss. A Griffin Protector. Our second Street Wraith. We have a Zulport Cutthroat. We have a Utopia Sprawl. A non-foil Summoner's Pact.
Ooh.
And a foil Spell Bomb, as well as a Soldier token.
Lovely. Some good foils.
We have a Soulbright Frakelin, a Loyal Sentry, a Vampire Lacerator, Phantasm Bear, a Plummet, an Arbor Elf, a Kindle, a Dauntless Cather, another Relentless Rats, an Epic Confrontation, a Boloth Null, a Law Scale Colotl, and a Morid Landscape, and our mythic is a Viridian Click and a Foil Pillage. And a Whale token.
What's that worth, Chas? Click.
So we're on pack number 10, guys, so we're nearly at halfway. We have a Dusk Legion Zealot, a Thresher Lizard, a Renewed Faith, a Coral Helm Guide, a Giant Growth with a Nettle Sentinel, a Bloodhunter Bat, an Uncaged Fury, a Counterspell, a Spell Bomb, a Heavy Blast as the uncommon, a Treasure Keeper, a Courtistic Tar,
Ooh,
and
Bluffs.
the rare is a Cascade Bluffs with a Foil Kindle and a Morph token.
Cascade Bluffs, that's value.
18 quid.
What? For that, okay, £18 for that one. For the Vendilion Click.
Okay, so pack number 11, guys. We have a Hordling Outburst, a Knight of the Skyward Eye, a Horror of the Broken Lands, a Mystic of the Hidden Way, an Inuk Survivalist, a Primal Clay, a Woolly Loxodon, a Jackal Pup, a Fencing Ace, a Phyrexian Ghoul. Now moving on to the uncommons, we have a Twisted Image, we have a Watch Wolf, we have an Urbis Protector, and our rare is Darian, King of the Cliddor, the legendary human soldier, with a foil Wildheart Invoker and an Elf Warrior token. So pack number 12, guys, this makes us halfway through the box. We have a Returned Phalanx, a Soulbright Flamekin, a Choking Tethers, a Timberpack Wolf, we have a Self-Assembly, an Arbor Elf, a Chandler's Outrage, a Spell Bomb, a Bloodhunter Bat, a Counterspell. Coming on to the uncommons, we have a Perilous Myr, an Undead Gladiator, a Genju of the Spires, and our rare is a Coalition Relic with a foil Watch Wolf and a fantastic Goblin token.
Cool.
So, pack number 13. Not a bad box so far, guys. No biggies, but some nice cards. We have a Pryhound, a Knight of the Skyward Eye, a Dirge of Dread, a Dragon's Eye Savants, a Timberpack Wolf, an Epic Confrontation, a Skirt Commando, a Pacifism, a Murder, a Total Lost, and coming on to the uncommons, we have a Blue Elemental Blast, a Blightning, a Shadow Mage Infiltrator, and our rare is a Stronic Resonator with a foil Ancient Craving and a Spirit token.
£8 the foil spell bomb.
Yeah, okay. £8.
Pack number 14, guys. So we have a Cutthroat, a Crimson Mage, a Squadron Hawk, a Dragon's Eyes Savants, an Echoing Courage, a Griffin Protector, a Nettle Sentinel, a Relentless Rats, a Kindle, a Sift. Coming on to the uncommons, we have a Curiosity, we have a Swiftfoot Boots, and we have an Invigorate.
Oh no!
And our
No
mythic
way.
is a Jace the Mind
A
Sculptor.
second Jace.
So guys, this was one box of 4. I've took 3 out and the shop took the first pack out. So you'll see on the shop's other on YouTube page, the first box out of this set came with a
Chalice of the Void.
Chalice of the Void. So box number 2 produced a Jace, and box number 3 has produced a Jace as well. And we have 4 Relentless Rats, which is a beautiful card, with a Wolf.
Oof. Jesus.
The amazing thing about that is that that's 2 in one box.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be that close apart.
In the delivered box, which holds 2. Yeah.
Which holds the case. Sorry, the case that holds 4.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't expect 4. You wouldn't expect 2 in one case.
Might have another one, yeah.
Chris is going to cry. So, pack number 15, guys. We have a Cutthroat, a Crimson Mage, we have a Kavu Climber, we have an Arcane Denial, we have a Spellbomb, an Arbor Elf, we have a Kindle, a Dauntless Cathar, another Relentless Rat, an Epic Confrontation. Coming on to the uncommons, we have a Simian Spirit Guide. I think that's value as well. It's not massive value, but that's a good value card. We have a Field Hunter, and we have a Karin Zealot. Coming on to the rare, we have a Fetid Heath, and a foil Relentless Ripper common with a Soldier token.
Value again.
Cynic what?
Simian Guide.
Say again.
Yeah. Take it.
So pack number 16, guys, of box number 2. We have a Chargruth Cougar, a God's Willing, a Diabolical Edict, a Cinderstorm, a Dragon's Eyes Savants, an Elvish Admiration, a Man of War, a Disfigured, a Wild Heart Invoker. We have a Pillage. Coming on to our uncommons, we have a Stang, we have an Ash Barons, and we have a Fallen Angel. And our rare is another Thalia with a foil Savannah Lions and a fish.
A fish.
A fish.
Fish. Fish.
Fish.
Wow.
So guys, we are down to our last 8 packs of this box. Let's see how we get on.
£2.50.
28 if it's a full.
That's what I mean, that's the 6th one I pulled there.
Mm.
So we have a Pryhound, an Act of Heroism, a Dirge of the Dread, an Act of Treason, another Brainstorm, an Elvish Aberration, an Arcane Denial, a Borrowing 100,000 Arrows, a Geist of the Moors, a Fathom Seer. Coming on to our uncommons, we have an Ancient Craving, a Stampede Driver, and a Cortastic Tar. And our rare is a legendary land, the Mikoro Centre of the Sea, and our foil is a foil Sift with a Spirit token.
Very nice. Do you want to price that up, Shaz?
I'm glad I came and did this on camera now. It's quite good. I might have to do all my box sets on camera.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't. You know when you do it for the shop, you should start doing it for that.
We will do.
So we have a Returned Up Flanks, a Bordovian Horde, an Oromancer, a Supernatural Stamina, a Horseshoe Crab. We have an Ambassador Oak, a Man O' War.
Oh, okay.
We have a Path of the Peace, a Protic Prism, and last common is a Dark Ritual. We have uncommons, we have an Enthralling Victor, a Pyroclasm, and an Ordeal of the Hedian. And our rare
Ooh,
is an Azura Lost But Seeking with a foil Oromancer and an Angel token. So guys, we're down to our last 6 packs now of this box. And I'll take a short break again. We have a Savannah Lions, a Dust Legion Zealot, we have a Mog Flunky, we have a Lorank Mantle, we have a Brainstorm, we have an Oinuk Survivalist, we have a Fathom Seer, we have a Pyrolytic Prism, a Dark Ritual, and a Path of Peace. Coming on to our uncommons, we have a Valor in Akros, the Quicksilver Dagger, the Sight of the Shimbion, and our rare is a Blood Moon with a foil Fifth Empath, uncommon, and a Morph token.
nice.
So guys, last 5 packs. So we have an Unearth, a Hordling Outburst, a Cloud Shifter, an Urg Raiders, a Phantasmal Bear, a Giant Growth, a Coalhelm Guide, a Lull, a Court Hussar, a Noble Templar. Coming on to our uncommons, we have a Zadir the Hedian, we have a Brine Elemental, and a Shadow Mage, and our rare is a Conflux with a foil Dauntless Cathar and another Goblin token. See what more surprises this box can throw up.
Yeah. You just want to recruit her now.
I've got the Imperial Recruiter.
Let's get
It's just
greedy.
it's just the tree.
Oh, Mark.
It's just the tree. We just got to get the tree.
The tree.
We don't
just
want
the
the
tree.
tree.
We've got a Chargruth Cougar, a God's Willing, a Diabolical Edict, a Cinderstorm, an Accumulated Knowledge, a Cultivate, a Shorelight Ranger, a Colossal Dreadmaw, and a Skeletalize. We have a Fathom Seer. Coming on to our uncommons, we have a Bruge Hatch, we have a Kavu Predator, and we have an Eerie Shaman. And our last rare is a Niv Mizzet the Firebrand with a foil Genju of the Spires and a Kraken token. Last 3 packs, and anybody that remembers the pre-photos in the exact order of the pre-packs. So let's go for a Azure pack, shall we? See what we get inside her. Probably quite a lot. We have an Act of Heroism, a Dirge of the Dread, we have an Act of Treason, we have a Savannah Lions, we have a Retraction Helix, a Kavu Climber, a Noble Templar, a Death's Head Buzzard, we have a Frenzied Goblin, a Wild Hark Invoker. Coming on to uncommons, we have Angelic Page, we have a Nyx, and we have a Willbender, with our rare as a Vindicate, and a foil Court Hussar with an Elf Warrior. Let's have a look at the big artifact creature guy, shall we? See what's in his pack. We have a Launch Mantle, a Returned Flanks, a Soulbright Flamekin, a Mystic of the Hidden Way, a Presence of Gond, a Griffin Protector, another Nettle Sentinel, a Blood Hunter Bat, an Uncaged Fury, and our last common is a Counterspell. We have a Congregate as an uncommon, we have a Polymist as an uncommon, and we have the Freed for Real, and our rare is another Nicol Bolas with a foil Graders and a Skeleton.
Last pack, Pete.
So last pack, we could save the Jace till last. Last pack of box number 2. We have an Loyal Sentry,
never seen that last pack before.
a Vampire Lass, a Mog Flunky, a White Mane Lion, an Accumulated Knowledge, an Ambassador Oak, a Dark Ritual, and a Frenzied Goblin, a Wild Heart Invoker, a Court Hussar. Coming on to our uncommons, we have a Spike Shot Goblin, a Core Firewalker, and a Law Coil. And our rare is a Reef Worm with a foil Twisted Image and a Morph card.
Ooh. Okay. Cool. Box number 4 in a minute.
Without this shoe from Magic.
Hannah's in. She's come to watch Pete open his box. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it sounds wrong.
Does it?
Open his box.
Hannah's coming. She's coming to watch Pete open his Masters 25 box. Does that sound better?
Yeah, a little bit.
A bit more of a box of surprises there.
Okay guys, final Modern Masters booster box after spending an absolute fortune. Okay, so pack number 1.
Whoa!
We have a Launch Mantle, a Horror of the Broken Lands, a Trumpet Blast, a White Mane Lion, a Cultivate, a Horseshoe Crab, a Fathom Seer, a Pyrothetic Prism,
Prophetic Prism.
Prophetic, a Dark Ritual, a Path of Peace. Coming on to the uncommons, we have a Sleeping Dragon, a Twisted Image, a Brine Elemental, and a Pernicious Deed is the rare, and a Cinderstorm foil with a Morph. Good. Swiftly on to pack number 2. We have a Cinderstorm, a Squadron Hook, a Cutthroat, a Mage, a
Can't talk,
Wolf, a lovely Phantasmal Bear, a Man-O-War, a Disfigure, a Wild Heart Invoker, and a Pillage. Coming on to the rares, uncommon, sorry, we have a Firewalker, a Stang, and a Quicksilver Dagger with the Corsair of the Centaur rare and the Corona Zillet foil with a Soldier token. Pack number 3.
You're running bets on if he pulls another Planeswalker.
I reckon he will.
Graders, a Thresher Lizard, a Renewed Faith, a Supernatural Stamina, an Ember Weaver, a Retraction Helix, a Plummet, a Lull, a Court Hussar, and the last one is a Noble Templar. The uncommons are a Hedron Grinder, a Valor in Akros, and an Ash Burns, with an Akuma Angel of Wrath Mythic Angel, and a Renewed Faith foil, and a Kraken. Kraken.
Probably have a Kraken.
Pack number 4. We have a Savannah Lions, a Dusk Legion Zealot, a Mog Flunky, a Giant Growth, a Coal Helm Guide, a Nettle Sentinel, another Relentless Rats, a Kindle, a Sift, a Primal Clay. Coming on to the uncommons, we have an Ishan Shade, a Regrowth, and a Kavu Predator, with the Flooded Grove as the rare,
Nice.
blue-green land, and a foil Disfigure for the foil with an Elf Warrior.
What's that worth, Shaz?
Pack number 5.
Looks great.
Whew. Pack number 5. So we have an Unearth, a Outburst, a Cloud Shift, an Ambassador Oak, an accumulated knowledge, a Woolly Loxodon, a Jackal Pup, a Fencing Ace, a Phyrexian Ghoul, a Ghost Ship. Coming on to the uncommons, we have Mishra's Factory, an Ancient Craving, and a Fallen Angel, with a Mystic Snake rare, and a Pass of Peace foil with an Angel token. A little bit slower than the last couple of boxes.
And the last box was quite slow, and then you pulled the Jace. I was like, what?
1, 2, 3. So pack number 6, so we're about a quarter of the way through.
750.
We have an Act of Treason, an Auramancer, a Choking Tethers, an Elvish Aberration, a Dauntless Cather, a Vessel of Naskini, a Twisted Abomination, a Chandra's Outrage, a Disenchant, an Assembly Worker, a Stang, a Swift Boots. We have the Sword to Plowshares uncommon, and a Notion Thief rare with a Foil Murder and a Stang Twin creature card. Pack number 7. We have a Bulgarian Horde, an Auramancer.
That's Horde, not Horde.
A Supernatural Stamina, a Soul Bright Flamekin, a Cultivate, a Shoreline Ranger, an Echoing Courage, a Haunted Fengraf, a Borrowing of 100,000 Arrows, a Noble Templar. Coming on to the uncommons, we have a Pillar of Sleeplessness, a Will of the Wisp, a Rancor with an Ensnaring Bridge, rare, mythic,
Bridge. Nice.
and a Foil Cascade Bluff.
Jesus. Beautiful.
With a Morph card.
It was slow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You want to take the price of those two things? There's some value in these packs. In these boxes, should I say.
So, pack number 8, we have a Dirge of the Dread, an Act of Treason, a Savannah Lions, a Dust Legion Zealot,
50 quid.
an
For the
Ambassador,
50 quid.
Ambassador of Oak, a Phantasmal Bear, a Fathom Seer, a Geist of the Moors, an Assembly Worker, a Frenzied Goblin. Coming on to the uncommons, a Zotek Cavern, a Utopia Sprawl, our first Lightning Bolt after 3 boxes,
Yeah.
and the rare is a Luminarch Ascension with a foil Open Fist and a Soldier token.
28 quid.
28 quid for the Ensnaring Bridge.
That's it.
Really,
Wow.
is that it, Pete?
If that's it, I'm going to buy them because they were like 50 before Modern Masters came out.
28 quid.
5 for the foil.
But like, Ensnaring Bridge was a £50 card.
Awesome artwork.
Keep pinging. Who's that?
Okay, my friend's always on you.
We have a Cloud Shift, an Urg Raiders, a Hordeling Outburst, a Knight of the Skyward Eye, a Kavu Climber, a Coral Helm Guide, a Prothetic Prism, Dark Ritual. We have a Colossal Dreadmaw, a Skeleton Eyes. Coming on to the uncommons, we have Deadly Designs, Humble Defector, and Genji of the Falls, with a Twilight Mire
Another
rare
one.
and a Loyal Sentry foil with a skeleton token.
Another what?
Okay, yeah, another Twilight Mire. Pull one earlier.
So coming on to pack number 10, Cloud Shift, Graders, Hordling Outburst, Night of the Skyward Eye, Inox Survivalist, a Lovely Brainstorm, Elvish Aberration, Colossal Dreadmaw, Pillage, a Court Hussar. Coming on to the uncommons, we have Exclude, Murder of the Crows, and a Boris Charm. The rare is a Magnus of the Wheel, and a foil Dragon Eyes Savants with a Kobos of Carekeep.
You've not pulled a rare, have you? Foil yet?
That land was the first.
Was it?
Yeah. That foil land, Cascade Bluffs, is a rare.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we have a Mogflunkies, we have a White Mare Lion, a Cutthroat, a Crimson Mage, an Echoing Courage, a Shoreline Ranger, a Borrowing of 100,000 Arrows, a Geist of the Moors, a Fathom Seer, a Disfigure. Going on to the uncommons, we have a Blightning, a Cloud Blaze, and a Quicksand with a Rest in Peace rare and a foil counter spell, which
nice.
Absolutely looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. I like that.
And a Goblin token, which I'm going to pinch for my Goblin deck. You've got to say that is that's an awesome Goblin token.
What are you looking for?
The goblin.
He just looks cheeky.
That's like a gremlin.
Yeah.
I'm going to slash you.
Oh, easy, Tiger.
Can't flip. You flick to the back.
Pete's
Slap him. Slap
getting
him.
excited. No, flicking to the back, Peter. Come on.
How many is in the big
24.
24?
So it's not even like a full non-booster.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this pack makes us halfway through. We have an Unearth, a Cinderstorm, a Lunarch Mantle, a Return Phalanx, a Timberpack Wolf, an Accumulated Knowledge, an Assembly Worker, a Death's Head Buzzard, a Skeleton Eyes, a Haunted Fengraph, a Perilous Myrrh, a Sigh of the Shobon, a Mesmeric Fiend. The rare is Elsmeradi's Call, and a foil Ambassador Oak is the creature, and a morph token.
Awesome. We've not seen the Tree of Tradition, have we?
We didn't pull one. We probably pull it now.
So we have a Knight, we have a Dirge, we have a Horde, we have a Plummet, we have a Helix, we have a Disenchant, a Lull, a Murder, and an Uncaged Fury, with a Total Loss, a Zombify, a Nakatuku, a Promise of Benzari, with a Hell's Caretaker rare, and a foil Dark Ritual.
We got the foil Dark Ritual. Nice.
And a morph.
Can we swap one of our boxes for what Pete's just pulled? One of Pete's boxes. Just the whole box.
So we've got
you can ask him.
Act of Treason, and Auramancer, a Ruthless Ripper, a Survivalist, a Crab, a Vessel,
There's somebody in there.
a Skirk,
They're
a
good for dress.
Pacifism, a Phyrexian Ghoul, a Ghost Ship, a Tusker, an Enthralling Victor, with Swords to Plowshares, a Rishkan Port as a rare, and a foil Subduing Titan rare, foil, and a fish token.
It's like you're getting all the good stuff in one pack, aren't you? Because check the price of those two. There's two rares in there.
I would actually buy them just to sell. I'm just doing.
Oh,
So we have an Outburst, a Cloud Shift,
foil.
and a Giant Growth, a Mystic of the Hidden Way, a Fencing Ace, a Woolly Loxodon, a Twisted Admiration, a Jackal Pup, a Sift, a Primal Clay,
35 rush then.
Red Elemental Blast, an Angelic Page,
Oh, Pete.
yeah, a Quicksilver Dagger, a Wolf Token.
Pete's dropped one.
Oh, it's alright, oh yeah.
Pete, you dropped one.
No. And
You dropped your foil.
the rare, the foil is the Brine Elemental, and the rare, or mythic, is the
I got
Phyrexian
the
Obliterator.
A 5 and a foil Sunbeam Titan.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
Got the Obliterator.
I don't think it will see play with how much it.
And 8
Even in
drop.
draft.
I reckon the crabs are good for draft.
Yeah. The crabs and the curse catchers.
You got crabs, Pete.
He's
No.
got plenty there.
With Herc Raiders,
We got
a Lizard, a Faith, a Supernatural Stamina, a Presence of Gond, a Shoreline Ranger, a Death's Head Buzzard, a Colossal Dreadmaw, a Skeleton Eyes, Borrowing of 100,000 Arrows, a Lightning, a Heavy Blast, an Open Fist, and the rare is a Luctus Champion with a foil Accumulated Knowledge and an Angel.
Have a look at that angel.
Which one?
That's pretty cool. I love the art on that.
You could keep it. There's about 50 of them in those boxes so far.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Put it in sleep.
Thank you.
We have a Ruthless Ripper, a Trumpet Blast,
Oh,
an Ember Weaver, a Retraction Helix, a Totally Loss, a Griffin Protector, a Nettle Sentinel, a Blunt Hunter Bat, an Uncaged Fury, and a Counterspell with a Blue Elemental Blast, a Sight of Shimboli, a Zooport Cutthroat, and a Ball Lightning Rare with a Thresholage of Foil and a Goblin Token.
Thresher Lizard shouldn't be near, you know. I don't like it. That's all.
I can't want it.
Gets +1/+2 as long as you have one or fewer cards in hand.
Uh,
It's gonna die.
We have a Horde, a God's Willing, an Ember Weaver, a Choking Tethers, a Nettle Sentinel, a Relentless Rat, a Kindle, a Sift, a Primal Clay, Woolly Loxodon, Curiosity, Urbix Protector, we have a Merfolk Looter, and a Sundering Titan Rare with a Cloud Shift foil and a Stang Twin.
How many packs you got, Pete?
We are down, including the one in my hand, we are down to the last 6.
6.
6.
Come and pull a Jace.
Come on, baby.
Another a third Jace.
We have a Cougar,
No.
an Act of Heroism,
Wow.
an Edict, a Hound, a Climber, a Denial, Geist of the Moors, and Disfigure, Pillage, Haunted Fengraf, a Polymist, a Baloth Null, a Mesmeric Fiend, we have a Protein Halt Rare, and a foil Primal Clay foil, and a Spirit.
No, I think the booster boxes are fairly balanced, I'd say, with the value. I'd say they're fairly balanced.
More or less get your money back when they
Fair-
say.
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
bridge, I need to count what the Jace would.
Yeah.
So you've got Horror of the Broken Lands, a Hound, an Act of Heroism, a Giant Growth, a Crab, a Spellbomb,
Spellbomb's back.
an Arbor, a Kindle, a Dauntless Cather, a Relentless Rats, love that card so much, Congregate,
Yeah, rats coming out your ears.
a Treasure Keeper, we have a Boris Charm, and the mythic is Animar Soul of Elements, and a foil Ravenous Chewbacca
Oh, yeah, I'll have that, Pete.
with a rare
I'll
whale.
put that in my deck with my other foil one.
You can actually run that as a standard card as well because it's standard legal.
In Rolls Ixon, that's about a £10 card. The foil. Well, it was.
Probably not now.
I don't know.
We have a Soulbright Flamekin, a Loyal Sentry, a Vampire Lacerator, an Ambassador Oak, a Dragon's Eye Servants, a Jackal Pup, a Fencing Ace, a Phyrexian Ghoul, a Ghost Ship, a Dauntless Cather, a Goblin War Drums, our second Lightning Bolt. We have Promise of Bunrai. We have a Living Dead Rare and an Epic Confrontation foil with a Spirit Token.
Come on, Pete. Third Jace.
Last three
Third
packs
Jace.
we have
Come on, Pete.
one Jace and two Azuras. So we'll go for an Azura first. We have Squadron Hawk, a Ruthless Ripper,
£3 for it.
a Trumpet Blast, a Presence of Gond, a Mystic of the Hidden Way, a Vessel of Nascani, a Twisted Abomination, Chandra's Outrage, Disenchant, a Self-Assembler, Ancient Stirrings, and Invigorate, Genji of the Spires, and the rare is a Hannah's Ship Navigator.
Yay!
Hi, Hannah.
Hello.
And the rare foil is a Perilous Myr and Skeleton.
Can I see a picture of you, Hannah? That's you.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Blonde.
Blonde.
Like me.
Is that right?
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so second but last pack. We have a Thresher Lizard, a Renewed Faith, a Return Flanks, a Plummet, an Accumulated Knowledge, an Epic Confrontation, a Fencing Ace, a Woolly Loxodon, a Twisted Abomination, and a Jackal Pup. Rare uncommons are Simian Spirit Guide, a Willbender, and a Cloud Blaze, with a Plague Wind rare and a Hordling Outburst foil and an Elf Warrior.
Me.
Save the Jace till last.
Jace, 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 Jace.
That's for you, mate.
What are the chances of a third Jace?
Very rare. We've already had 2 mythics out of the box. We have, last pack, God Willing, an Unearth, a Cinderstorm, and a Lunar Mantle, a Cultivate, a Phantasmal Bear, an Ember Weaver, a Man-O-War, a Path of Peace, a Prism, a Fiend Hunter, a Curse Catcher, a Quicksand, and a Rat Catcher as the rare, with a foil Kavu Climber and a Spirit Token.
That's disappointing, Pete.
Aww.
2 Jaces.
Two is good.